Creating a vision board can be a really powerful way for you to build and attract the life you desire. And I'm going to show you step by step exactly how you can create a vision board that will work for you. Let me tell you my own vision board story. Some years ago I'd written a book on weight loss and I couldn't get it published. So I found a literary agent, but in the meantime I was so bored with waiting, I thought, you know what, I'm going to do what Wayne Dyer did, create my own audience and self-publish this book. And I'd actually decided to do weight loss roadshows, and I created one, I put it on, and it didn't sell any tickets, well, about 10 tickets, and I cancelled it. And the same day I cancelled, my new agent called and said, hey, that thing you're doing at the weekend, I've got HarperCollins coming and Penguin and all these publishers. I'm like, oh my God, I cancelled it. She said, put it back on. They're all coming. I'm like, right, okay. So I immediately put the course back on, let the people know that I was still doing it, rang around everyone, gave away free tickets. And then I had a choice. Should I sit down tonight and plan out my course? No. I created a vision board of something like that, and I put on all these pictures of my book being a bestseller. I took the Sunday Times bestseller list and stuck it on there and put my book at the top. I wrote all over it, Marisa Peer's book is a bestseller. Everyone wants to sign this book. And I spent ages doing my vision board, and it was all ready to go. And the next day I turned up and I did my talk with no preparation. And when I finished, I Google and Penguin and HarperCollins all lining up saying, oh, we so want to sign your book. And I signed it and I got way more money, triple, maybe even more than I ever imagined I could get. And I still have that vision board, and I was so thrilled with it. I went home and I thought, let me add some stuff. So I put on a picture of somebody with a Tiffany ring behind their back. I put a picture of a beautiful wedding. I put a picture of a hot air balloon over Egypt, a cruise. And I wrote lots of things on it, like Marisa Peer is the best therapist in the world. I put it above my bed. And you know what? Almost every single thing on that board came true. I was engaged and married 10 months later. I did take a hot air balloon right over the pyramids in Egypt. It was so romantic. I've been on several cruises. Everything on that board came true. And so today I want you to have a vision board. Why do I want you to have one so much? Well, I want you to have one because they work. Why do they work? Well, you see, whatever you focus on, you get more of. If you have a needle put in your arm and you look at it, you go, oh, it really hurts. But if you don't look, you focus less. When you focus on eating food blindfolded, it tastes better. Whatever you focus on, it increases. And a vision board trains your mind to focus on what you want with an absolute belief, I'm getting it. The pictures make you think, I am achieving it. There was a study that showed the brain patterns of weightlifters lifting heavy weights were almost identical when they lifted the weights and when they visualized lifting the weights. When I used to do yoga, we'd do a yoga exercise, then we'd close our eyes and visualize doing that same exercise but being more flexible. You know what happened? Our flexibility increased. Let me show you what happens when you visualize. Put your arm out like that. I'm using my left arm, use your right one, and just swing your left arm behind you as far as it will go. See, I'm pushing mine really to the limit. Do it with me, push your arm behind you, bring it back, close your eyes and visualize your arm going much further with your eyes closed. Say to yourself, my arm is super flexible. All these muscles and tendons and ligaments are so flexible. I'm like a bendy doll, I'm like a gymnast. And now say to your arm, go a third further, you are super flexible. Say it again. Go a third further, you're super flexible. And now swing your arm back and see what happens. Your arm will go way, way, way further simply because you saw it happening. If you want to find out more about using the power of your subconscious mind to let go of negative beliefs, I recommend you watch my masterclass, my free masterclass, which is linked in the description below. So that thing with your arm is just showing you that when you visualize, you actually make something real. You visualized your arm being more flexible and you made that real. If you visualize eating a lemon, you make saliva. So when you make a mood board, all kinds of amazing things happen. Why don't we make mood boards? Well, here's the thing. You might go, I live in an apartment with 3 friends, and I'm embarrassed to have a mood board with pictures of engagement rings or weddings or puppies or kittens. I'm embarrassed for my friends to see my inner hopes and dreams. So I also have a mood book. And a mood book is pretty cool. It means you just do the same thing, you stick in pictures. But let's start with a vision board, come back to the vision book. So I'm going to start with a picture of a relationship. You see, if you want love, then do that. And keep looking, say, I'm going to find someone that looks at me like that. And love doesn't have any age. So there's loads of pictures of people that aren't 25 with perfect thighs finding love. So the first thing is find an image of what you want. A couple on a cruise together, a couple running a business together, and just stick that up in any old fashion. Doesn't have to be neat. Look at it and say, I am attracting that. That's where I'm going. Me and my perfect partner are walking along the beach together at sunset. I do apologize, these are all heterosexual couples. Some of my best friends are gay couples, but I just didn't have time to find that. But I did find this. A bunch of guys out on a boat together. What does that mean? Well, that could mean I have great friends. I look at that as a successful company. Rather annoying there's no women in it, but nevertheless, I want success. Here's me and my team going out on a boat doing a team building exercise. I create my own company, and this is my staff. I do recommend you have men and women in there together. Maybe it's friendship, and friendship's so important. Here's me and all my friends having a fabulous dinner together. So you see how it is. I'm making a very generic mood board. But you can make one just about business. I want to write a book. Let's have pictures of books and bestseller lists and put your book in it. Maybe this is about you building your own business. Here's someone building a business in sales. Here's someone building a business as a DJ. That's pretty cool. A woman DJ, there's plenty of those. So you get the picture. You get the picture. Maybe you want to be super healthy, so just putting in a yoga class, just putting in paddleboarding, something I do every single day, or horse riding. Oh, run out of, let me add that. That can go here. So just the horse riding. So you see, you're getting the picture. Maybe you want to be super healthy. You could put up a picture of a great body. The kind of food you would like to eat. You see, if you put up pictures of great vegetables and look at them, you start to think, you know what? I need to cook that. I need to learn how to do that. I'm going to start cooking those great vegetables. So you can really put anything at all on your vision board. You can put up pictures of a business success. You can put up pictures of the kind of body you want to have, the kind of food you'd like to eat, the kind of exercise you want to do. Here's a pool. So I'm going to swim every day. Here's another pool. Here's the kind of bedroom I want to have in my house. Here's the kind of house I want to have. Here's the kind of stomach I want to have. Here's another house that I would like to have. And on it goes. Here's the boat trips I want to go on. And of course we all want to travel. So lots of images of having a great massage, having a lovely car in the drive of my house, having a car where I can go camping. All these places I want to visit. I've been here, it's amazing. And you just put them up on your board and then you write all over it. So that's really important. I am lovable. I am with my perfect, with my one. I love exercise. I have fabulous friends. Ignore my writing, I'm doing this rather quickly. I'm super healthy. You can write all over your vision board. I'm healthy, I'm loved, I'm enough, I'm successful. I have great friends. What I want wants me. And again, if you don't want your friends to see that, then create a book. I was just on a plane and I read about this private lounge at LAX. I'm like, oh, I want to go to that private lounge. And I thought, no, I'm going to that private lounge. So this private lounge at LAX, I would cut that out and put it in my book. And because I travel so much and I don't take my vision board with me, I have a vision book and I have images like that to remind me to eat better, to work out, to remind me to use all the herbs and spices that are good for my immune system, to remind me that I love Santorini. And you can create a little vision board book, and if you're on the road a lot, it's actually a better idea. As long as you do this, you have to, of course, open it, look at it and say, I am going there, I am doing that, I am having that. And it might help you to know that Jim Carrey, when his career was not going well, put a vision board of himself doing phenomenally well, having another great movie. Oprah Winfrey has a vision board. Kelly Hoppen has the vision board. In fact, she said every year, I don't do New Year's resolutions. Every year on January the 1st, I do a new vision board. I put out my vision for that year. I'm going to move, and here's the kind of apartment I want, the kind of client I want. So you can have a vision board, you can have a vision book. If you have a vision board, you can't hide it under the bed. Get it out, put it above your bed, and look at it every day. Only when I looked at my board every day did I one day think, wow. After I got married, I thought, I should kind of take this down now, but I left it up for a long time. And then I thought, every single thing on this board has come true. So you have to look at it. If you have a vision book, look at it, write in it. And of course you update it. You think, you know what? I've got a new vision now. With my vision board, it has a glass in front of it, and I don't take it apart. I just stick things on top of the glass with blue tack. I write on it in magic marker. I write on it, Marisa Peer's book is a bestseller, whatever the title of the book. My new book, Tell Yourself a Better Lie, I write on my board, Tell Yourself a Better Lie by Marisa Peer is a bestseller, a runaway bestseller. I might have a picture of someone at an airport reading a book, and I'll simply tip X out, white out their book, and write out my book, Tell Yourself a Better Lie. I could take a picture of a bookshop window with all books in, go home, and I will change that picture, even though I'm just drawing it, so my book is the one in the window. I took my daughter to Waterstone's bookshop in London. I said, darling, in a few months, Mummy's book is going to be filling this window. I didn't know that, but I described it to her. It came true, and we had the greatest joy in taking a picture of me and her standing outside Waterstones like that, and the window was full of my book. You have to see it. What the mind sees, it moves towards. What you focus on, you get more of. When you have a vision board or a vision book, it makes you visualize every day. Every time you look at it, you're visualizing. Every time you open your book, you are visualizing. And as you visualize, the world of possibilities opens up. And as you see the image of your book, your speaking gig, your business, your startup, because you're seeing it every day, you suddenly think, you know what? I need to take action. I keep looking at this image of me with my own business, signing checks, signing books, getting awards. I now need to take action. So visualizing alone isn't quite enough. But when you have a vision board and see you with the life you want, it inspires you to take action. It also fires you to believe that of course you can have it. If you can see it, you can achieve it. If you can dream it, it's inside of you. And the vision board takes it outside of you. So you look at it, focus on it, make it real. If you want your own home and you have images on a vision board, you'll start to think of ways you are going to find your own home. In fact, there are studies that say that 82% of businesses who use the vision board said within a year, 50% of what was on their vision board had already become real. Think about that. This is a business person, not woo-woo. They had vision boards. Within a year, 50% of their visions had already occurred, and if they can do it, you can do it. Only habits hold you back. Make a great habit of making a vision board, a vision book. It will change your life, just like it changed mine. Don't hesitate, start now. Get lots of magazines, get some pens. And another thing you can do, which is great, is you can have a vision board on Pinterest. You can use your computer screen as your vision board. You can use your phone screen as your vision board. You can go to Pinterest and pin all the things you want. And now it's on your computer. It should be your screensaver. It's on your phone. And you can print it out into a big poster, put it above your bed, put it above your desk, put it into your vision book. Look at it every day. And in no time at all, what you want will be right in front of you, because what you want wants you. What you are moving towards is moving towards you. Make your vision board so that you can see what you want, move towards it, and it's yours. If you want to get the most from life and make your visions real, then please watch my free masterclass linked in the description below, where you can find out how to uncover and get rid of any limiting belief so you can reach all your goals. If you enjoyed that video, check out the next one right here. You can also click the link below right here for your free gift. The difference between success and failure is often nothing more than this. People who have success also have self-discipline.